Good morning children. Today we are going to discuss about the plains. Now we have already discussed about mountains, we have discussed about hills, we have discussed about plateaus. Now what is left is the plains. That is another form of landform. Now what is a plain? A plain is a lowland area with low level and level surface. Now its height is just above 200 meters above the sea level. So it is not very high. Like I said, like from 0 to 500 meters was the height of a plateau. But for a plain land, it is only from 0 to 200 meters from the sea level. So that leveled surface of land is called a plain land. Now plain lands occur in most of the parts of the world. They are found at the bottoms of hills, they are found at the bottoms of valleys and mountains also. Now plains, as you see, can be of different types. Now there are three types of plains, which are the three types are depending upon their way of formation. The first type of plains which are found in the world are the structural plains. Now structural plains are plains which were plains from the very beginning, like a whole continent rose up from the sea as a plain land. So that is why they are called structural plains. So they are undisturbed horizontal surface of the earth, and from the very beginning they were plains. So they are just depressions like of landforms found on the earth, which are natural lowlands which are found on the earth's surface. Like the central lowland of Australia is an example of a big structural plain. Okay, Russian platform is another example of a structural plain. Now the second type of plains that we see on the earth are called erosional plains. Now erosional plains, from the word only you will come to know that they are formed due to erosion due to various agents like wind, rivers, water, rainfall, etc., and also due to glaciers. They may be formed due to waves, action of waves. So the agents of denudation are responsible for the formation of these plains, and they have been eroded. Okay, they have been eroded to form the plains. So erosional plains can be of different types. Again, we will discuss them just now. Now after this, the third type of plain that we see in the world are the depositional plains. The word will only tell you that they have been formed due to the deposition action of the various agents. So the erosional plains have been formed due to the erosive actions of these agents, but depositional plains are formed due to the deposition action of those same agents like winds, rivers, glaciers, waves, etc. So they are the materials which have been deposited down by whatever material was eroded by these agents have been deposited later on, and they have been formed formed as the depositional plains. Now we will discuss again the subtypes of these erosional and the depositional plains. Now in this section over here, in the second slide, you see that is the word peneplain is used over here. Now peneplain is a type of an erosional plain. So peneplains are nothing but plains which have been eroded by rivers. Okay, so these plains are found by the action of the agents of denudation by mainly the rivers is called a peneplain. So that means you can find a peneplain just beside a river. Okay. Now the greatest example of a peneplain are like the Chota Nagpur. You have the plains at the edges of the Chota Nagpur plateau, and the plains at the foot of the Aravalli range are like the peneplains. So these are the plains which have been formed by the erosive action of the rivers. Now the next one is a peneplain. Now peneplain is also a type of erosional plain, but it has been formed by the erosional action of wind. So that means you find the peneplains in a desert region. Like see in this picture, it is showing the desert regions, and in the desert region you find the peneplains. Now they are generally found at the foothills of the mountain slopes which are inclined, and these are called peneplains. For example, you have the Atlas at the foot of the Atlas mountains, and in the Sahara desert you have these peneplains. Now something that is called a karst plain you find in a karst region or in a limestone region where the underground water action goes on. So karst regions you find in the Yugoslavia, in the Adriatic coast, in the Khasi hills of Meghalaya, India. You have the karst plains which are found in the karst region or in the limestone regions due to the erosive action of the underground water. Now, the next that we are going to discuss is about the depositional plains. Now, as I was telling you that the depositional plains are formed mainly due to the depositional action of the various agents. Now, whatever eroded materials are there found from the different agents, these materials are again deposited to form the depositional plains. Now, the first one that you see of a depositional plain is an alluvial plain. Now, alluvial plain means these plains have been formed by the alluvial alluvium which has been brought down by the rivers or and they have been deposited, and the plain has risen up to be an alluvial plain. Now, example of alluvial plains are like the Great Northern Plains of India, and which has been formed by the sediments brought down by the Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra. Okay, alluvial plains are also found in the Wangho Basin, Yangtze Kiang, Mekong, Minam, and Tigris and the Euphrates valleys. Okay, so alluvial plains are the most common plains that you find in the world. Now, the next one is called a flood plain. Now, flood plain are generally found at the border or the banks of the rivers. Okay, the main rivers have their flood plains. Now, flood plains meaning they are formed by the deposition of sediment into the lowlands during flood conditions. So, whenever there is during the monsoons, the river water floods its banks, the alluvium is deposited on both the banks of the river and then they form the flood plains. So, so that is how they have been formed due to the depositional action again by the river. Now, the most again important floodplains or the most common floodplains are like the Ganga Brahmaputra floodplains of India. Okay. Now, the next that we move on to is a deltaic plain. Now, deltaic plains are found at the mouth of a river. So, where the river joins the sea, it is where you find the deltaic plains. Now, delta, the word delta comes from the Greek letter word delta, and you can see the picture over here that it's a triangular shaped portion of the land. And over here also at the mouth of the river has deposited all the material that it has got from down its course, and before it ends up itself into the sea, it has deposited all the materials just at its mouth, and then it has gone and joined the sea. Now, whatever materials have been deposited, they have formed plains which are having a shape of small triangles. Okay, and these are like islands in the mouth of the main river. So, these are called the deltaic plains. Now, the deltaic plains are most common in the biggest delta in the world is the Ganga Brahmaputra delta of India. Then you have the Wangho, the Yangtze, the Mississippi, Missouri, even the Nile has a big deltaic plain. Okay, so these are the deltaic plains. Now, the next is the coastal plains. Now, coastal plains you find at the border of the seas or at the just where you find the coast is. Okay, the plains which are found along the coast of the sea are known as the coastal plains. They are also known as marine plains. The coastal plains extends from the sea to the nearest elevated land, and you may find a mountain or a hill coming up at the border of the sea, and the coastal plains lies just below it. Okay, now the coastal plains are also common in the world. Wherever you find the seas and the oceans, the coastal plains are bordering them. Now, the coastal plains are there which are very common sites. Now, after that, these are all the depositional plains we discussed just now. Now, after that, we have some other depositional plains like the lacustrine plains. Okay, these are formed in the lake region. The larger lakes may have deposits of silt and sand that fill up its bed, and that is called the lacustrine plains, like the Vale of Kashmir of India. Glacial plains, you have it where the glaciers deposit a lot of sediment, and then you find the glacial plains being formed. Okay, then you have the lowest plains, which are the lowest material, or when sand is deposited by wind over an extensive area in a humid region, the lowest plain is formed, like the western part of the Wangho River Valley. Now, what are abyssal plains? Now, it is a flat, gently sloping area of the deep ocean basin. So, in the deep ocean basin, you have these abyssal plains. Now, what is a lava plain? When it is formed by the sheets of flowing lava. So, through a fracture or a fissure, when the lava comes out and it spreads out gently into the sheets, and then solidify to form plain region, it's called a plain land, it is called a lava plain. And what is a scroll plain? It's a plain through which the river meanders. So, it may have small hills and uplands, and through which the river starts meandering its course, and then it is called a scroll plain. So, these are the different types of plains that you see in the world. Now please go through your book. The description and the examples have been given quite well there. So just go through it, and I hope you will understand the types of planes. Thank you.